Walking Wild for Girls is back. A grade 10 Pietermaritzburg pupil is walking nearly 120 kilometers to raise funds. It will be used to help a fellow pupil to gain access to a private school in Hoedspruit. Amy Mac-cAskill's initiative will help send Perseverance Mashaba to Southern Cross Private School. She's partnered with Eco Children's bursary program for this, and it's not the first time she's doing this. Amy joins us now via Zoom. Good morning to you, Amy. Thank you very much for joining us here on the South African Morning. An amazing initiative to assist other pupils. Just talk us through where this idea started.
Well, I first got the inspiration after reading The Extraordinary Life of Malala Yousafzai, a book I read a few years ago. She was a girl that was shot in the head at the age of 15 and survived. And she always said that one child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. And that really inspired me. And I really love education. And I think that every child deserves to have an education. And I just believe that even if I could make the smallest difference just to one young girl's life by giving her an education, then at least that's, one more child educated in this world.
It really is a beautiful initiative, and it's so beautiful to see young South Africans taking these sort of opportunities to assist. So congratulations in that regard. But talk to us about Walking Wild for Girls and what the organization does.
So it obviously partners with Eco Children, and we'll using the bursary program, and the bursary program works to get young children to go to the Southern Cross Private School in Hoedspruit. And so through the collaboration with Eco Children, we'll be sending Percy, a young girl, she's 14, and in grade 8 this year, to go to the Southern Cross Private School.
And how do you go about selecting the individuals that you will be assisting? And if you could just tell us a little bit more about Percy and why she was specifically chosen.
So what Eco Children does is they have 9 schools within the Acorn Hook area, which is up by the Kruger National Park. And what they do is they will take children that they've selected from their schools that have achieved certain marks and have like really good work ethics and are diligent and things like that. And then they go through a number of like tests and different processes. And through all this, then they select children with all these different attributes. And from that, then they will, then go through the process of applying to go to the Southern Cross Private School.
So you then will be walking somewhat of 120 kilometers. Just talk to us about what the purpose of the walk is and how you are going to be raising these funds.
So the walk is to get people to donate and to help me raise the money to send Percy to school. And this year we'll be circumnavigating the Kaseri Private Nature Reserve, which is approximately 120 k's. And we'll be doing this over 5 days, walking approximately 20 to 30 k's each day. And then we'll be sleeping each night out in the bush. And it's walking through a big 5 game reserve. So we'll be accompanied by the head warden of the reserve named Colin Rouse. And then my mom and my one aunt will also be walking with me.
Okay, so great. If people are watching and they maybe want to get involved by either donating funds or participating in the walk, are they able to do that? What are the details?
Yes, definitely. So you could go onto the Eco Children Instagram page and then find the link to the Walking Wild for Girls Back a Buddy initiative. Or you can just Google Back a Buddy online and go through the online Back a Buddy and find the Walking Wild for Girls initiative there. And yeah.
Let's chat a little bit about the Eco Children's bursary program and what exactly this program is all about.
So the bursary program is where they choose their like top academic children, their top students that really do show dedication and the willingness to learn and grow as a person. And through all these different processes, then they select these children to be able to really like fund them in high school and give them the best opportunity to be able to go to university, and giving the best chance to have or like set up a really good life for themselves. So anyone can decide to take on a bursary student, and the more bursary students that Eco Children can provide for, the better, but it just depends on how much funding they have. So the more people that want to provide for a bursary student, the better. So the more bursary students they have, the more of these Eco Children kids will be able to go to a really good high school where they'll be able to get a full, education and matric, and then that provides a really good opportunity to be able to go to university.
So just lastly, Amy, this is not the first year that you are doing this. How are you hoping that this initiative evolves and grows, and what are you hoping for in the future?
Well, so this is obviously a 6-year thing that I have to dedicate myself to do, because Percy's in grade 8 this year, and I started funding her school fees from last year, so I've still got 5 years of having to do this. But education is something that I really do believe is what the world needs to keep it a happy and safe place. So the more people that we can educate, the better. And if all things go well, I'd love to be able to put more money maybe into actually helping the Eco Children schools and provide any facilities or help with building things that the schools need, or even just books or paper, pens, anything like that. So if anything happened and I'm able to expand and make more money than required for Percy's education, then I'd love to put money towards the actual Eco Children schools, where more than just one child will be able to benefit from that money raised. So yeah.
Well, it is really a beautiful initiative, Amy, and once again, congratulations on all of the amazing work that you and the others in your organization are doing to assist the less fortunate and children who don't have these opportunities and access to these opportunities.